Hi and welcome to Reseller News. From e-commerce to reselling, bringing you the latest news and updates. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is October 20th, 2018. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you get a takeaway from the information I put out there. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. I'm going to bump out of the screen here, and I'm going to go over here, and we're going to start off right to boot. For those who do subscribe to my channel, I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the websites and I'll just read a little on the topic, and the rest is up to you to pick up where I left off. First one is from BBC. So it's the URL is www.bbc.com. And it goes on to say eBay revs up to take on Auto Trader in car ads. This was put out yesterday, October 19, 2018. It goes online marketplace. eBay says it's acquiring the motors.co.uk website, making it a leading alternative to Auto Trader as an ad site for cars. It goes on over here to say, let me move over here. Under the deal, motors.co.uk will become part of the classified ad site, and Gumtree UK, also owned by eBay. The combined group would offer more than 620,000 car listings against Auto Trader's 500,000. Wow. The deal is subject for approval by the regulators and expected to be completed early next year. Auto Trader says it attracts 10.3 million unique users a month, while eBay says it's a combined business via 3 shop windows, which will reach 10 million. This is news to me, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. If you would like to pick up on it and read the rest of the story, you can. I'm not going to get too much on because I do have other windows I want to open up and expand a little on each topic, so you can check it out. Okay, guys? All right. Let's keep going here. I'm going to bump out of this window, and I already gave you the URL. I'll give it to you one more time. It's www.bbc.com. Let's move right along to the next one here. eBay is suing Amazon for allegedly stealing away its sellers. You know, folks, I've been reading a lot lately on a lot of these down detectives, even the eBay community, that a lot of people are hurting really bad with sales. And I'm wondering it's because of all of these things going on. You know, did you think about that? I know I do. That's what I've been thinking about. I'm thinking maybe that's why they got so many things going on with the let alone the changes coming in with eBay. But now, as far as like with the payment processing and stuff like that, and don't forget now that they got to work on a new tax thing that's going to be coming up for next year, which is 2 months away, 2.5. Well, not even maybe 2.5 months, whatever. And they got a lot of things on their plate. So I'm wondering, maybe they're focusing more on that there, so than the sellers' needs, like making sales. But I could be. But anyway, let's get right to it. This is from QZ. Let's see, Quartz. Okay, it's from Quartz, but the URL is https://qz.com. Okay, and this was written October 18, 2018. It says eBay is suing Amazon for allegedly stealing away its sellers. Okay. It goes on to say, despite its recent push into the private label merchandise, Amazon still depends on a large network of third-party merchants to sell on Amazon.com. In a complaint filed October 17th in Santa Clara, California, competitor eBay alleges that Amazon has for years violated its user policies to poach eBay sellers from its e-commerce platform. How come nobody approached me? Nobody. No, I'm only kidding. It goes on. Since 2015, dozens of Amazon sales representatives in the U.S. and overseas set up eBay member accounts to access eBay M2M email system and use that system to solicit many hundreds of eBay sellers to sell on Amazon's platform. Wow. The company writes in its complaint, Amazon misuse of eBay's M2M system has been coordinated and targeted as designed to inflict harm on eBay. Woo! I wonder if that's what's causing problems. Wow. Okay, I didn't. I wasn't really too aware. I didn't get a chance to read these. This information that was given to me. So I just thought I'd share it with you guys. It goes on to say the lawsuit details are not too subtle methods of Amazon representatives alleged to use to lure eBay sellers to Amazon.com while evading detection by eBay. These included using odd formats to share emails, phone numbers. For instance, you could write me at jdoe, all right, at amazon.com, and explicitly asking the eBay sellers to delete Amazon solicitations, you could write, oh wow, look at that, down 2.0.65 and so on and so on. That's the phone number, I guess, and delete the message if you choose to do so. eBay does scan for key terms, and they do not exactly like us poking around. One Amazon representative wrote. Well, I don't blame them. You know, it's like they call it industrial espionage. Come on, man. You know, like that old saying goes, leave a little meat on the bone. For God's sakes, I mean, you guys already have a nice following. You're a big, mega, gargantuan company. You know, leave eBay alone. Us sellers are trying to make a living here. Because over here, eBay does scan key terms but don't exactly poking around. One Amazon representative wrote, representatives also use variations to disguise the Amazon's name, such as Amazon.amzn. Okay. Amazon declined to comment. Okay, if you guys want to read the rest of this story here, you know where to go, folks. It's, I'll say it one more time, it's qz.com, and the rest is, you know, the HTTPS stuff. Wow, that's crazy stuff. Okay, next one, open up here. This one is from barons.com. It goes on to say PayPal, and this came out October 19th, 2018, yesterday. It says PayPal has moved from its eBay breakup, but eBay hasn't. Okay. Oh, they're parting seas. They should be happy. Very happy now. Be happy with this stuff. It goes on to say here, it has been more than 3 years since eBay has completed its spin-off of PayPal Holdings, but the company's fates are still intertwined and not necessary to each other's benefit. When eBay announced in February that it would ditch PayPal as its preferred payment processing partner in favor of Dutch rival Adyen, Netherlands, PayPal stock dropped, 7% the following day. On Friday, PayPal returned to favor, making an announcement that caused eBay stock to almost fall 9%. Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. All right. Let's see. That's basically, you could sign in to read the rest of it. I don't know if you have to subscribe to Barron's, but this is all I'm able to get, and I'm not going to sign up because I don't know if you have to pay to sign, for that there, or just subscribe, you get their emails, whatever. But you could check it out if you like. That is www.barons.com. Let's move right along. Come on. My computer's really slow, folks. Been really bad lately. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Another one. Okay. Sorry. I guess I got a duplicate over there. Okay, save 10%. This came out on, I'm sorry, folks. I'm just trying to get the latest information here. I don't see a date. I'm looking for a date. I always like to give the dates, folks, as well. Well, it says over here a day ago. It says over here 10%. Whoops, now what happened here? All right. Something's going on here. Okay. Okay, I see the date there. Now it was, well, it had a date. I thought it said a date. Anyway, it said it came out a day ago. Save 10% off everything with this eBay voucher code. Expires at 8 p.m. Now, I don't know if it's today, tomorrow. That's why I said I was looking for the date. Unfortunately, I don't see a date here. Okay. Anyway, if it's for today or tomorrow, yesterday, oh no, expires like 11 morning. Okay, expired 19. Sorry about that, guys. I was having problems with the computer as always. It says over here, fancy treating yourself to something nice this weekend. We'll be sure to take this eBay voucher code before you head out. You'll still have until 8 p.m. tonight and save 10% as much on everything at eBay. The only areas that you can't use it on are property and vehicle categories, which are standard practice for these promotions. Voucher code name pumpkins used at ebay.co.uk. Okay, anyway. Expires October 19th at 8 p.m. All right. This basically pertains to eBay UK, from what I can see here. That's why I see it. Yes. But if you would like to read this here, the URL is www.techradar.com, and you can check the rest of that story out if you like. And next one is over here. This is from express.co.uk, another UK site. This goes on to say, eBay, Peter Rabbit, 50-cent piece coin. What are Beatrix Potter coins worth? eBay is a good place to find rare coins such as Peter Rabbit 50-piece coin. What are the Beatrix Potter coins worth? I was looking at the same story type of thing. This was published October 19th, yesterday, 2018. And it goes on to say, Peter Rabbit coins, whatever, 50% piece, whatever, have been very popular with collectors. Many of them sold hundreds and even hundreds of thousands of dollars at the time of their value. While they have sold lots of cash, the coin is not worth hundreds. Okay. Oh, not worth, okay. What else they got here? You can check out the rest of this story, folks. I'm not going to get too much into it. It's a nice looking coin. All right, if you like Peter Rabbit. I remember back in the day I had a Peter Rabbit doll when I was a little tot. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you guys want to check the rest of the story out, the URL is www.express.co.uk, and you can check that out. Okay. Why Valerio Energy, eBay, and New Age? This is for people, I guess, into the stocks, whatever. I don't know. We'll see what happens here because I got a couple of windows. I might be going back and forth, folks. I do apologize about. But anyway, it goes, why Valerio Energy, eBay, and New Age beverages slumped today. For those, I guess, who are into the stocks, whatever, I just throw it out. This is from the Motley Fool. The URL is www.fool.com. It says, an unwelcome acquisition and a hint for trouble for the key partner and a shift from optimism to pragmatism, but these companies' stocks well in the red for the day. This came out October 19, 2018, of course. Says Friday was an up and down day on Wall Street with the substantial gains early in the day giving way to downward pressure later in the session. Some major market benchmarks managed to hang on to their gains, but the NASDAQ Composite and Russell 2000 indexes posted losses of 0.5% to 1.25%, and the S&P 500 was virtually flat. Rising bond yields pointed to many investors' ongoing anxiety about the current interest rate and environment, as well as the prospects of the Federal Reserve further tightening its monetary policy later this year and in 2019. If you guys are into the stocks, eBay stocks, you can check it out. Let's see over here, eBay. Now, I'm just looking over here really quick, folks, to see what they got here. Yeah, you guys could check the rest out. Well, let's put it over here. It says over here, eBay could see disappointed results. Online marketplace eBay declined 9% in the wake of the news that suggested that results from the just ended quarter will come up short expectation. I think with all these things going on with eBay, between eBay, PayPal, and the payment thing, I think that's what's causing a lot of problems. Because I tell you the truth, my sales are as dead. I think I told you that many times before. It is really bad. It really is. Look at eBay stock. Look at this. $28.75. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, what else? Because I'm just trying to read this. It spun off several years ago. PayPal said its volume of eBay marketplaces rose from. Yeah, you know what? I think there's a lot. I think this is probably a part of the contribution as far as like why people ain't making no sales, because they got a lot of things going on here, eBay. But you can check the rest of the story out. I already gave the URL. Let's move right along. That's another one here. This is from Investors Business Daily. Same thing. Well, this one's a little more. Let's see what they got to say over here. Let me give you the URL. It's www.investors.com. I don't know how long this is. All right, this is, well, this, all right, whoopsie. I didn't get a chance to read this whole thing, but it says over here, eBay stock plunges near 2-year low on concerns of slower growth. Okay, this came out yesterday. You can see, 10/19/2018. eBay stock plunged on Friday after the earnings report from PayPal Holdings indicated that a slowdown in merchandise and sales side. Oh man! And then we're all wondering why we're sitting here. Oh, geez, we can't make no money. I don't want to play this right now because it'll be 5 minutes. If you go to the website, you could play it for yourself. I'm going to listen to it later on. I want to see what these guys have to say about it. Well, this man and woman have to say about this here. I'm just curious to know what's going on with this here. Yeah, I think that's what's going on around here. eBay merchandise slowdown. Yeah, people in the conference. Okay, let's read this part really quick here. PayPal is in a conference call suggested that the gross merchandise and volume on eBay's marketplace rose 3.4% from a year ago. That was down. That was below Debit's estimate 7.2 growth. We further expect the eBay multi-year transition to aid and payments platform could be bumpy, given a long history that buyers and sellers have working almost exclusively with PayPal on the eBay platform. DeVitt wrote in a note to the clients. eBay is scheduled to report third quarter results, October 30th close. Wow. Yeah. I think this is what's. I think this is probably what's a big contributor as far as like why we got really slow sales. I could be wrong, but if you look at a lot of things, Down Detector, you look at the eBay community, people are still complaining about they're not making sales, and I think it has a lot to do with what's going on with eBay. Now you got, like I said, you got the they're suing Amazon because they're stealing eBay sellers. Then you got the split up between eBay and PayPal. And then with implementing that new payment system in there, that's another problem. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just going to be one of those crazy things. Let's see what this one is. This one here is from e-commerce. Wow. This one here is from e-commerce bytes, and let me give you the URL. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. This came out October 18, 2018. It says PayPal report shows troubling signs for eBay. Basically, same thing we got over there, but just a little more. We'll read a little on this one here. PayPal and CEO Dan Schulman was surprisingly critical of eBay's managed payments launch during today's third quarter earnings call with Wall Street analysts, but he said he managed the payments had nothing to do with the softness of PayPal and PayPal's and eBay's business. PayPal's eBay marketplace volume grew to 3% on an FX neutral basis. That compared to PayPal's merchant service volume growth. It's something to think, folks. The more I read about it and read into this here, I'm thinking that there may be sellers out there that may be a little not too comfortable buying with the ones that are on with Aiden. Now, I don't see Aiden on mine, but I'm wondering if the buyers are, I'm not saying all across, I'm wondering if they're a little, disgruntled with this service, and maybe that's why they might be a little reluctant to buy. For other people. Now, I don't have it on mine, so that shouldn't be a deterrent on my listings, but I'm wondering the people that opted in, I wonder if that's a problem. I wonder if that's what it is. People are like, they're a little skeptic on doing it, because everybody knows PayPal. I mean, it's a common business name, PayPal, So I'm wondering if that might have something to do with it, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I'm going to do a little research on Aiden and see. I never really got a chance to do it, but now reading these stories, I think I'm going to do a little research and see if people been having problems with Aiden. Now if word spreads around, like let's say there is any problem, I'm not. Don't hold me accountable. I'm not saying anything bad right now. I'm just trying to say. And I don't want people to say, "Oh, I went to Reseller News and this guy's talking about saying that they're he's making it sound bad." I'm not saying that. I just want to find out if there has been anybody that had any complaints or if there's any issues with it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the company's bad or anything in between. I'm just trying to say maybe, there are people out there skeptic that want to buy with it. They don't want to use that service. But it could be. I don't know. I really don't know. It says over here, going on, let's read a little more. For now, eBay Managed Payments excludes PayPal. It launched a small number of sellers 1 week before the end of the quarter. Shulman made a point saying that eBay sellers who moved to Managed Payment have left comments on eBay seller forums reporting sales drop. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Wow, look at this. Sales drop of 40 to 60%, and we're clamoring to come back to PayPal. You see what I'm saying? You see, you're reading in between the lines here, folks? You see? I think there are people out there, word must have got out, no doubt it got out, of course it did, that with PayPal's new system payment in there, I bet you that's why a lot of this dropped. When you do statistics, you got to figure out when this came into place. And from that point on, if that's when people start noticing a drop-off in sales because of this new payment service. Remember one thing, folks. There are a lot of people out there that don't like change. I'm one of them. Okay? I love PayPal. I like it in all aspects. I like the way at the end of the year, I print out my sheet. It shows you all the sales I made for that year. And I use that for my tax purposes. Now, I'm not saying this new service is not good, but I'm starting to see. But you see here, this right here. Look, folks, right here. Look at this. Look. You see this? Shulman made a point of saying that eBay sellers, okay, who moved to manage payments had left comments on eBay seller forums reporting a sales drop of 40 to 60% and were clamoring to come back to PayPal. Wow. Wow, that's all I could say. Oh, brother, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow, what a shame. And then it goes on over here to say, eBay buyers who landed on listings from sellers enrolled in managed payments were not able to pay with PayPal. Won't be added until July 2019. eBay calls a rollout of managed payments a multi-year journey, and this week said it has already managed more than 20 million GMV, representing nearly $500 million on the annualized run rate to date. eBay related volume represented 11% of the volume on PayPal in the third quarter, down from 13% a year ago to 20% 3 years ago. eBay and PayPal split in July of 2015. You know, I'm now the more I think about it, I keep reading on this. Now I'm starting to realize I think this is when all this is starting to happen. It had to be sometime in the in 2015, but late 2016. It's when I think when they started making all those moves. You know, wow, that is really crazy. Let me just see a comment now. I'm gonna leave this window because I'm gonna come back to this because I want to post something in the eBay comments section too. Okay. Now this person here wrote a comment. You could write it. You could read the comments. I love reading them because I love to see what people have to say. And sometimes they really say things that are way out there. But anyway, it says eBay sellers who moved to managed payments said, all right, this is basically the same thing. All of us said that too. Listen to your sellers. They are smarter than you think, eBay. Okay? He's right. eBay is crucifying themselves. They're ruining their own business by making these stupid changes. If Wall Street won't listen to eBay or manage not to see a real picture, though, through the smoke and mirrors, they should be listening to PayPal on this matter. This is not due to Amazon taking sellers away by Amazon's actions. This is not due to last year's fidget spinners. This is not due to the economy. This is not due to eBay driving sellers away. This is due to eBay driving sellers away. I was going to say not to do. This is due to eBay becoming a non-issue. Wake up, Wall Street. eBay is becoming irrelevant, and this is a factual proof. Wow. Sellers on eBay do not need PayPal to tell them the sales on eBay. They have sucked for nearly a decade now. Well, all right. I don't want to get into that part. It says when a lot of sellers are only doing inventory turns of 1 to 2% per month, it doesn't take a genius to tell you that eBay is dead. Well, yeah, I could tell you. I got to tell you that there too. When you have 60 grand inventory, when you have 60 grand of inventory on eBay and you're lucky to do $1,000 a month, you know the vendor is really is nearly dead. Wow, 60 grand. Holy smokes! No, I couldn't do that. This guy must. He must be a big heavy hitter. That's a lot. 60 grand of inventory. That's a lot. This one person says over here, I've used PayPal in 12 years. Don't miss it. I haven't used it. Really. I haven't used PayPal in 12 years. Don't miss it. Google, PayPal sucks. And you see why you should never give them your business. Plus, they aren't licensed to do business in my state. Maybe not be a license in yours. Okay. I had no problem with that. I've been using them as long as I can remember. Don't bite the hand which feeds you. Boy, this goes on and on here. Wow. You can read the rest of these, folks, because we'll be here all day reading this here. I'm going to leave this one open because I want to read more about this here. Let's see. I talked about that one. Yeah, I want to come back to that one. This one here is another one. I know we talked about eBay, but let's see what this guy's got to say. Each company might have a little different write-up on it. This one here is from Chron.com. It's www.chron, one word, .com. And this one came out Friday, okay, October 19th, 2018. It says eBay takes Amazon to court. Three things to know today. Okay, let's see what this guy's got to say. All righty. He's there all there with his all fist. He's all ready to go. eBay has taken Amazon to court. The bidding website has accused Jeff Bezos, of e-commerce giant, of poaching its sellers on eBay's internal messaging system. It's a lawsuit. eBay is asking Amazon to stop the practice and compensate for its damages. Lego figures have gotten angrier over the years. According to the study, small yellow figurines had a happy start when they were introduced in 1974, but in the 1990s they started to change. Now the anger is faster growing and emotions of figures. Open offices are starting to get a bad rap. Maybe that's by Panasonic. What is this here? I'm sorry. This is a story. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not reading an advertisement. Open offices are starting to get a bad rap. Maybe that's why Panasonic decided to create what can only be described as a horse blinders for humans. The 260 device called Wear Space obscures your peripheral vision and feature noise canceling headphones. I'm sure I won't be trotting to my they won't be trotting to my desk wearing these anytime soon. Okay, well, whatever that is. Okay. All right, that's not so much for that. I don't know what this is all about. I don't know if you have to click this thing on to take anything, but that's kind of an odd thing, though. Let me see. You don't really see it over here. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just looking at this here. Related. Okay. All right. Anyway, I thought I'd share it with you. People are like, oh, wow, what kind of website is that? What's that all about? I don't know. Anyway, here's one from Obolo. Now, for those of you who know Obolo and stuff like that, you could start a website with them. I think they set you up with a Shopify account or something along that line. I don't really deal with them, but what I like about them, you can get some good information from them, whether you're signed up with them or not. They did the story here. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It came out October 18, 2018. It says his first business idea failed. His second let him quit his day job. You know, I love hearing stories. I love these stories when I hear about someone that did quit their job or whatever, and they ended up, becoming successful. But the part I always talk about, for those who follow me, when I talk about people telling them not to quit their day jobs, because I think sometimes people quit their day jobs when they hear all these big figures that all the much money you can make. I can make this much money, that much money. All I say, folks, in regards to quitting your day job, be careful and use caution when doing it. I mean, I didn't read this rest of the story, this whole story, but let's see what it is. They have over here too. If you click a little active hyperlink on, you can read success stories. I'm not saying it can't happen. They're all going to be success stories. I'm just not one of them, unfortunate right now. But we'll see what happens, what it takes. But if you want to go to this website, let me give you the URL before I get distracted here. It's www.overlow.com. Okay, let's read a little about this here, and then we'll call it. I got one more to open up, and then I'm going to end this video. Just over a year ago, if you had told Jeffrey Ho that he was going to be the owner of a woman's fashion business, he wouldn't have believed you. Back then, the idea hadn't crossed his mind. After all, what unraveled the next months took him down a different path that he had planned for his life. Let me just scroll this down a little more. Get this out of here. Okay, I may just move. I'm sorry, folks. It says, okay, I read that there part there. All right. We're down a path of life. Okay, with no experience running a business, he would find himself fumbling through the day-to-day, learning for each painful mistake he made along the way. He'd face moments of doubt, followed by aha moments, and then where everything clicked into place. Eventually, he found himself in the most surprising situation of all. As he waved goodbye to his sensible bank job, in pursuit of making his dream full-time reality. Look, I'm all for this stuff. I really am. I mean, I want to be a successful entrepreneur too. I really do. And I wish this person all the best. Let's read on here. It says, for Jeffrey, life was progressing smoothly. He recently graduated from the great University of Vancouver, leaving with a joint degree in psychology and commerce. He landed a job at a bank, and he quickly found himself immersed in 9 to 5. Well, that's the old adage, right? The 9 to 5 job. As his days wore on, he found himself staring down a barrel of life filled with long commutes, tedious meetings, and dull small talk over cups of bad coffee in the break room. To an outside perspective, he was a success. But there was one catch. He hated it. And, most people hate their jobs. They do it because they got no other choice, Introducing drop shipping. All right, now they're going to talk a little about the drop shipping. I'm not going to get too much into this here. I'm going to probably leave the story because I would like to read what this guy's all about. Never got involved with drop shipping. I'm aware of it. A lot of people supposedly can do good with it. But right now, I don't know. I mean, I can't say for sure. But anyway, you can go to this one here. They also have over here on the bottom here, you see this, folks, it says download your free ebook, Dropshipping 101. You could download it. You could download this one here, How to Start a Profitable Home-Based Business. Okay, it's another free ebook. You can get it. And 40 Best Instagram Accounts to Follow. Okay, I'm going to leave this one open over here because I want to check out these up here. And the last one I want to talk about is Google. They said goodbye to Google+. Yeah, really. This one here is www.fastcompany.com. And it goes on to say, goodbye, Google+, a eulogy for the last great social network. Far long feared gone. Fans long feared Google might be one day to give up the ghost town. Everybody else wondered what it took them so long. And it goes on to say, this story came out. That's a 9-minute read. Well, I'm not going to read for 9 minutes because I want to end this. This story came out it came out today. Okay, you can see right up here, folks, 10/20/18, and it says over here, Google Plus is dead. But isn't eBay dead? No. Google delivered the news earlier this month that in a blog post that the company gave multiple reasons for its decision. It found that the security flaw in Google Plus consumers engagement is low, which is true. I hardly go there, and running a social site is hard. So it's sunsetting Google Plus for consumers in August 2019. The service will continue for business customers. Over its 20-year history, Google has succeeded widely with the products and the great many businesses, Search, Gmail, YouTube, Android, and others, but it tends to fail with the products that involve public social interaction. In fact, it has earned a reputation as something as a social site serial killer. High-profile failures include Orkut, Buzz, and Wave, but even more obscure social properties also got sunsetted by Google Spaces. Profiles, Wildfire, Jakku, Shimmer, Lively, Hello, Dodgeball, Aardvark, Friend Connect, and Latitude, and Talk, Helpouts, and others. Okay. Well, you know what, folks? If you want to read the rest of this here, you know where to go. You go to over here. It's www.fastcompany.com. And with that, I'm going to bump out of here. I'm going to take my glasses off because I don't really need them right now. And I just wanted to say in closing this reseller news segment here, I just want to find out what you guys get away to take away from all this here. What do you think? Do you honestly think that with everything going on with eBay, the breakup, the lawsuit going on with Amazon, with the new managed payment company coming in, maybe causing that? Now, you see, that was in e-commerce bites, folks. Now, I'm going to go to Down Detector, and I'll check that out. Actually, we should do it now where I got your attention, hopefully. So let me do that really quick. I'm going to go bump out of here one more time. I'm going to go to that window. I'm going to go to Down Detector, and let's see what they got to say. And also the eBay community thing there. I'd like to see what that's all about. All right, so we're going to go to Down Detector first. Let's see if I can do this here. Down Detector. I like going to Down Detector, folks, when I do the reseller news because I think it's a good thing to do, Down Detector. I'm sorry, folks. There we go. And we'll see what's going on in the world of eBay. All right. And for those who don't know, you just go, if you're new here, you just go to Down Detector, one word, down.com. Okay, and you're going to get a whole bunch of companies, as I always say, and I want to keep repeating myself to drive the people crazy, but you could pick out any one of these companies, and it'll give you an insight as far as what's going on with them. Okay, so let's go to eBay, and we'll see what they got to do here. As I always say in the beginning, when you come here, especially if you're new, you're going to see the most reported problems, which is right over here. And with eBay, it's 64% website. Login is 21%. Checkout is 14%. These numbers will change daily. Okay. These here, on the other hand, are old issues were supposed to be resolved. If you want, you can click on. These are all active hyperlinks. You can read as to what and why they're down. Here's a live outage map as to what's been down on eBay in certain spots. At the beginning, when you log on here, you're going to see this little thing spinning around. It's just booting up here. Here's the eBay comments, tips, frustration, share them with others on the sites, right? Now, to post on this site here, you got to sign up with them. Okay, you got to sign up with Down Detector. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right, this one here is particularly, we're concerned right now with eBay. Any information you read is going to deal with eBay. Okay, all right, here we go. Once it gets loaded up, you can see my name's there because I registered with them. Be careful what you put on here because they do scope out these messages here. Okay, they do have people in there, and they will ban you from it where you won't be able to post. The only way you would have to do it, I think, if you open up another account, but you don't want to go to that route. Anyway, this was 3 months ago, but we want to look for ones that were most recent. You know, a lot of people say, yeah, but this is old news. Yeah, but you can't always go by this because sometimes you got to look over here. Like this one was 13 hours ago. I said in my other videos, this was 7. This is 5 hours ago. So what that means, it's pretty new stuff. Okay. Here you can read the stories. Okay. It just over here. This is an old one here. Let's see. I don't think about that one there. Let's get one that was 7 hours. Let's see this one here, 7 hours ago. Well, how about this one? Okay. This one says, well, yeah, so true. I get the questions all the time about that the info they needed was right in front of them and the item specifics, but the buying public today mostly is so lazy lazy to do these things on their own, like us sellers. If you want my opinion, Kathy, I would not waste my precious time doing it and spend more time developing other platforms before eBay totally conks out. I believe they will get worse before changes happen. It's going to take some shaking to help this company. You can read about this stuff here. I'm not going to get into it too much, but they have a whole bunch here. It's just not this here. If you hit load more comments, you're going to get a whole bunch. There's a total of 4,090 comments on here. Okay, you can check it out. The eBay community thing. Let me see something over here, folks. Open up one more window here. I usually go to Google search here. And I want to just type in here, eBay down 50%. Let's see what happens. eBay down 50%. That's how I usually get to the window there, down 50%. Let's see what happens. Let's go over here. Sales down 50%. This one here. Let's see. Let's see what this one here. Now I get these alerts too because I signed up for every time because I responded to this one here once before. You can see them up here. Okay, here's a most recent one. So when I click that on, that will bring me to the most recent one here, which is 10/20, which is today. Okay. Now when you click it on, it's going to take you to the newest one. So what I like to do is scroll down to the one for today, which is this one right here. Now actually there's 2. Wow, I'm not going to read all of these here. This was 10/19. This is from 10/20. Now here, this is the one I think I read earlier. It was one person said they're doing very good pretty good in sales. Another one said it's not. We'll show less profit. It says over here, this particular one for today, it says, and yet it looks like Q3 results will show slowing growth and therefore less profit outlook. Now I'm going to share that information I got from e-commerce bites, and I'm going to post it on here because people, I think I don't know if a lot of people follow what's going on. I don't know if they watch the reseller news, but if they did, they would have a little understanding. But I'm going to share that information on this YouTube channel. I'm going to come back here afterwards, and I'm going to share that with them and see, just give the other sellers and buyers a little insight what's going on. This person said, "What technical issues are you having?" Me too. They won't fix it. And again, this is today's stuff, folks. Okay, this is today's. Okay. This one here, I'm just going to read this one because, and you could keep reading them. You could reply, if you sign up with them. It's I'm not a techie type, but what I could tell everyone on is this: it happened to us in 2013, and yes, 2013. I am amazed that it's taken so long to hit everyone else, but now it has. We lost all our views. You see, now I wonder if this person here. I wonder if this person watched my eBay things, my reselling this, because this is exactly what I was talking about the no views. That I did say that in many of my YouTube videos, dealing with the no view situation. It does date back to the 2013 to the present. Okay, let's read a little more. We lost all our views in one darn day. May 31st, 2013, June 1st, June 1st, 2013. It never came back. Sales were good, 100% feedback, no returns, nothing. So let me say, in my simple mind, I do think about this. And is it done by category or area? Amount of the items listed, I could never figure it out. Okay, seriously, we have been we've been on here since '01. I list a few things for the heck of it. Don't expect it to come back. It seems to have started with when Pasini was rolled out for some of us way back when. Only thing I could think of is the artificial intel goes through every category. All right, now they keep blaming that Cassini and the category thing. I don't know what that means because on my listings I am getting views, I am getting watches. We have to do our due diligence too when it comes to listing stuff too. I've been to sites where people are listing things that don't even belong in the categories, and and then they don't get sales. They go, oh, okay, well you got your item listed in it. You might have a what do you call it there? A Keurig coffee pot, a cup maker, whatever pot, listed in something totally different, and no one's going to see that there. We have to do our due diligence too. We as sellers we have to do our research too. Can't always blame eBay for everything. Although there are a lot of times there are eBay's glitches that do cause a lot of problems though. So it goes on to say over here, one by one starts shutting off sellers, but it's getting worse. We're very small. Now it's affecting sellers with thousands of items. I know that. It says I don't know what to make of it, but make your plans. This won't be fixed. This site is too far gone now. She ain't ever coming back, and now the trouble is can be denied any longer. It can't be denied any longer. Let me bump out here. Well, by the way, folks, you want to check this out? Go to the eBay community, and you could get there by going to the URL https://community.ebay.com, or just do like I did, do a Google search, and it'll bring it right there. Now I'm going to back out of it. Wow. Man, I tell you something. Every time you turn around, it's always something. And the sad thing about it, folks, what really hurts is I feel bad for the people. I was reading another blog site where another person said the same thing. They are so upset. And the other sad thing is they're talking about not making enough money to pay their bills. Well, I don't know if it was on this one here or on the eBay community. One person said, I'm not going to have enough money. I'm not making even enough money to pay my listing fees or my other, my insertion fees, whatever, or PayPal fees, because the sales are so dead. And, it hits it right here, And I say to myself, what are people going to do? Even myself. I mean, I'm wondering myself, what am I going to do? Like, what's the next inroad here? Where do I go after this? I mean, when I lost my job back in June of 2016, and I started getting to this started doing a lot of listings and stuff like that, things seemed to be chugging along. Things were progressively moving along. I was making sales, making money back then, and all of a sudden, it just comes to a screeching halt. I mean, like I said earlier, I am getting views and watches on the items, but nobody's buying. And I'm wondering if people are spooked by that payment service. Now you're seeing what it said in there in e-commerce bites. 30, they said 60% went down, has dropped. So I'm wondering if other sellers or buyers out there. Now I don't know. I didn't opt into it. As far as I know, I checked mine. I still have PayPal there. But I'm wondering if it's kind of spooking people. Like, in other words, meaning I wonder if they get nervous. Like, geez, I don't know. Once they see that different company there, because they're not going to see PayPal, right? I don't know if they see it on there. I don't know. I didn't subscribe to it. I didn't opt into it, as far as I know. So I'm wondering if a buyer comes along and they're seeing that new company there, they may be skeptical and say, geez, I don't know if I want to buy this item here. Look at this company. I never heard of them before. I never heard of them. Have you? I never heard of Aiden. I don't know anything about them besides what eBay's telling me, or telling me. No, seriously. So it's kind of scary. But I think that's what's going on. I think there's like a big bowl of confusion going. I could just imagine. I'd love to be a fly on a wall when eBay's having their board meetings and see what they have to talk about, about the sales. Because let me tell you something, folks. Not only does it affect us so bad, but it's affecting them. Because you know what's going to happen? And it started with me, and there's going to be other people. And I read other people too. I was following this eBay seller on YouTube. I'm not going to mention names. And the person has over 1,000 listings. And all they made is about maybe four sales, if that. Sometimes 2, sometimes 3. So this is why, like, when we get into those topics, when we talk about, and you hear those people saying, oh, in order to sell on eBay, you got to buy every day, go sourcing every day, and you got to keep listing every day. You'll be higher in a search engine. The only thing that's good for is good for eBay, because for those 1,000 items that you're listing, eBay's making money off of it. It's a given for them. But at the end of the month, you'll be sitting like this. Whew, am I going to make money for this? Am I going to make money on this off this 1,000 listings? I didn't know how much it could cost. You got to do the math. I'm just saying, but could you imagine now? Over thousands of listings, and you're not making hardly any sales. People were complaining about the promoted listings, let alone. They said that there's one person, I'm not going to use that anymore. It's a waste of money. So my only take, folks, on this right now, as far as like why is everything, why is it so dramatically slow? I don't know. And then, I said this once before, and if I'm wrong, and I hope I'm not upsetting anybody by saying what I'm saying, but I also think outside of everything that's going on within eBay, we got the world economy going on. And you know what the big talk of the town is, right, folks? President, the midterm elections coming up. I'll be honest with you. I get sidetracked. I'm a seller, I'm not a buyer. But I get sidetracked myself. Sometimes I get engrossed in that stuff. Not like, I sit there and read it 24 hours a day, but, I'm curious to see what's going on. And I think, in my personal opinion, I think there may be people worried about what's going on, because supposedly, from what I'm hearing or reading about this midterm election, is very important. And it can make a difference in our children's lives and our grandchildren's lives, whatever. This is a very important issue. On this channel, I said it once before, for those who follow me, I do not discuss religion and politics, but folks, I got to throw this out there. Because I think, in my personal opinion, this does affect, it's a global issue, and I think it does affect, my personal take, it does affect businesses, no doubt. Now, with consumer pricing, with consumer confidence, if people don't feel comfortable with their jobs, all right. Now, even though they claim there's all these jobs out there available and stuff like that, but let's say you got a person that's they're like so with their job. They don't know if they don't have from day to day if they're going to have a job. I mean, I didn't know at one point in my company. I didn't know until I started assuming things. I started hearing little things through the grapevine. Whoa, they're cutting back on this, they're cutting back on that. It's just a matter of time you say, you know what? I think this company's headed for layoffs. And I was right on. I was spot on. I was spot on when it came to my company. People say, how did you know? I said, because I read in between the lines. I do. I listen very closely. I pay attention to detail. And I listen very closely to what people are saying. And you can't help it. And, it goes from, word of mouth. You may have somebody in executive management talking to a general manager maybe talking to another manager, assistant manager. And the next thing you know, you're getting all these little innuendos. Oh, first thing, we got to cut out the overtime. The Christmas parties are gone. No more bonuses. No more promotional items that were given to employees when they're sometimes when a company would, give you like for Christmas, they give you like little, when I was there, I got a little emergency repair kit. It came with the jumper cables and so on and so forth in there. And it costs money. I mean, they're pretty decent, to be honest with you. It's pretty good stuff. And once they start going, things start dissipating. No Christmas parties, you know, no bonuses, no raises, or if you do get a raise, it's so little it doesn't even meet the cost of living. That's a telltale sign something's going on. They're cutting back. Okay, they're cutting back. And listen, folks, I did a YouTube video. eBay had a couple layoffs already. And you want to know what? At the rate they're going, there's going to, I'm not saying it's to be the Grim Reaper, and I do feel for the employees. I think there's going to be more layoffs coming there. And it probably will be coming sometime within this year. If they can't get their act together and fix whatever it is that's going on within eBay, they are going, not only is their stock dropping, they're going to lose a lot more than stocks, because small-time sellers like me, how much more can we hold on to this year? I opened up a starter store, not that it's the big greatest thing in the world, but you know, you sign up with that there, right, so it's $4.95 a month, and you get 100 free listings. I didn't even use the full 100 listings because I'm getting so discouraged where I don't even want to put stuff up there anymore because nobody's buying. You know, nobody's buying. Why do I want to put stuff on eBay if I'm not making any sales? Nobody's buying it. And that's another thing too. That's why I try to say, folks, when you hear all these stories where people sit there and say, in order to make sales, you got to list every day, you got to go out and source. Folks, I said it once before and I'll say it again. You can take it for face value. All right, I'm sharing my experience. Okay, I'm sharing my experiences with you. And the bottom line is, I tried all that. I was up to 376 listings at one time. I had to take off 226 listings. I just took them off because I was getting hit with eBay bills. Excuse me. I was getting hit with eBay bills every month because I had good to cancel. That's another thing. Don't deal with good to cancel, whatever you do. Don't deal with good to cancel. I don't use them. And I was, you know, every time the items didn't sell, 376, the items didn't sell, right? Let's say I didn't make any sales. They would protract over. I'm getting charged again. And I was racking bills up. I'm saying to myself, I'm getting bills here that I could lease a small, cheap, mid-sized car for the amounts of money I was paying eBay. And they're getting paid every month, mind you. Okay? That's why I always tell people, if you got more money going out than coming in, that's a problem. And the other thing I always tell people is this. If you cannot make, and this is a low ballpark figure, folks. I can't go any lower. If I go any lower than that, forget about it. If you can't make at least $100 a day, and that's cheap, you're hurting at the end of the month. Seriously. If you can't make that and then you got to factor in your bills. What's your monthly bills going to be? Right? What's your monthly bills going to be? So there's so many variables with this here. And, you know, people don't realize that. And they think like, we're just a slow season, just a slow time in the year, we'll get by. How much slower can you get? This is the third, we're going on this is the third week of October. And it's just nothing going on, no sales. That's a problem, folks. And that's why I try to tell people, and this is why I think it's going to hurt eBay, because other sellers are going to wake up. Small-time sellers, big-time sellers, whatever, in-between sellers, they're going to wake up to this. And they're going to say, hey, listen, I can't keep putting, imagine a person that's got thousands of listings up there and they're only making so much money and they don't have enough money to cover those listing fees. They're going to wake up and they're going to start dropping stuff. One guy already said, he goes, I took off 1,000 listings off of eBay and he's moving it to someplace else, probably Amazon. But Amazon's not doing so hot either. I did a little research on them. I don't talk much about Amazon because I'm basically, I exclusively sell on eBay. But then they got their slow sales too. I've been reading their blogs. So, folks, I don't know what to say. I don't know what the future is for eBay right now. But if they don't do something soon, you're going to have a lot of people dropping off it. They're going to just be fed up and say, I can't afford to be here anymore. I'm not making those sales. What's the sense? You're feeding, it's like you're in a boat. You plug one hole up, another one comes up, and you can't, how many holes can you plug up in a boat before it sinks? That's what's going to eventually happen here. How much time and investment can you put in here? I have relatives they say, hey, you want to go to the thrift store, pick up stuff? I said, no, I'm not going to any thrift store. When was the last thing in a thrift store? I said, it has to be months. I have inventory. I'm trying to get rid of it. I can't get rid of it. Why am I going to keep buying more? I need that money. I need that money that I have to pay my upcoming bills. And who's going to be one of those bills? eBay. What are you going to do? Not pay him? Got to pay him if you want to be on them, right? If you want to be in that website, you got to pay. So it's right now, it's a crazy situation to be in, folks. And like I said, I know eBay's got a lot of things going on. I don't know if it has to do with the Amazon thing, like as far as like that's causing a little problem, that payment thing's causing a problem. I think it conjures up in a whole bunch of things. Like I said, and I do think what's happening right now, and I don't like bringing politics into the picture, but I think there's a lot of people out there that are holding back. That's what causes inflation. When people don't spend, that's what causes inflation. And I think a lot of people are nervous. And they're not going out buying that little electronic gizmo or buying this, even though they see it, but it's pre-owned. There are people out there like myself. I'm very frugal. I don't spend money unless I need to. I buy out of necessity. And I think what's happening people are so, on edge. They don't know what to do. And now with that payment thing, you've seen it, folks. I just did Reseller News. People's sales are slumped. They dropped 60% because of it. Sellers are complaining, eBay. Wake up. Listen to your sellers. They're the ones that are feeding you too. Without us, there's no eBay. People say, what if the buyers? There's no sellers. Well, whatever. But I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. People, and then I read some of the blog posts. Well, I'm going to hang in there. I'm going to hang in there. I'm going to work, sweat. Well, you must have a lot of money put aside. I mean, for people like myself, I have limited funds. And my limited funds can only keep me, solvent, keep me going for a while. The rest is up to you guys. Anyway, I don't want to expand too much on that. This is the Reseller News Weekends. Today is October 20th, 2018. My name is Rich Pasini. I just want to say thank you again to all the new subscribers. It is greatly appreciated. If you got anything out of this or any of my videos on the Reseller News, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. And don't forget to hit the bell notification if you want to be updated on listings. Listings. See, I got eBay in my mind. If you want to be updated when I put out new content. I wish you all the best. Have a great weekend, and until next time, bye-bye now.